It helps us a lot with the insurances because even now the insurances here are calling to see if we do have the service. They're calling to see if we are compliant, if we are calling the patients back within 15 minutes, how long it's taking the message to get into you guys and for you to be sent to us.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got involved
Sure.
at Soma Medical Center?
My name is Paola Lumia. I'm the practice administrator for Soma, and I manage all the pediatric side of Soma. I've been with the company for 16 years. I started with the company in a small office, trying to grow the office, and now the company is about to have over 30 offices in the whole South Florida. Palm Beach County, Orlando, and we have one in Broward County. So I feel like this is my home, my second home, and continue growing and find the best for the company as well and make it easier for the providers.
How many providers work with you?
Right now in the pediatrics, we have, I will say, almost 40 providers. And the whole company, I think we're like 62.
That's
About?
great. And it's
Yes.
pediatrics, internal medicine,
Yes.
OBGYN.
OBGYN, correct. Yeah, we have only one office is GYN, but most are pediatrics. And now the internal medicine is growing as well.
Okay. And how did you hear about PerfectServe in the first place?
I was doing some research, you always Google, I would say, and start seeing, getting feedback. I went over the reviews that the company had. I also saw another company. I requested demos to see which one fit better for how we want the on-call service to be run. And when I saw the demo from you guys with the app, and it was a lot easier to set up the schedules and everything. I was like, I think this is it. We liked how easy it is. And the providers so far, they love it. They love it. They're very satisfied with how they're doing it compared to how I was before. Before we didn't have no records. There's always like little glitches here and there. But other than that, it's more positive than negative.
And before, what were you using, another kind of call service or a
Yeah,
different
and it
tool
was
before?
just, it was not even an app. It was just a company and they would just direct the calls to the providers. But, we didn't have no record. Like the patient was not even allowed to leave voicemails. Like now, like if there's a voicemail, if it's not an urgency, we didn't have none of that before. So this
Yeah.
has been able for the managers to follow up. And that makes the office to continue growing as well, or patient satisfaction.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you get a lot of being in pediatrics? Do you get a high call volume like after hours or during hours or?
I think, yes, we do. This season has been a little bit busy for the providers, but it's been manageable because the good thing is that we have offices open until late and we're open on Saturdays. When the offices are open, the on call, the phones are working because there's people in the office working. So that kind of alleviates a little bit on the volume that the providers were getting before. But because now we had the after hours and we have Saturdays and eventually we're going to have Sundays, that's going to minimize the calls just for emergency purposes and with the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as the patients, are you guys utilizing? I noticed your practice serves a large Spanish speaking market of patients. And so are you utilizing the Spanish speaking aspect of our
Hmm.
product as well?
Yes, yes. Like I said, yeah, they love it. I haven't had any complaints. Before, I used to get a lot of complaints, not anymore.
That's
Yes.
great. How did it feel for the doctors? What are they saying that they're expressing to you that you've noticed? Oh, yeah, this is a better tool than what we had.
I would say like this weekend, we had a situation where the provider couldn't like get into the app for whatever reason, because it happens. She liked it was the support that she was able to call and they fix it right away. She was able to go through it and it was fixed. Like she was able to continue doing what she had to do. So I think that's one of the things, having that support system, it helps a lot. It helps a lot because there's always something, regardless. I mean, it's technology, it's great, but sometimes it lacked. But I feel like having that support, it makes you feel better. And that's how they feel. Like the app is great. They haven't had any complaints. They always say, you know what? Even if something will happen, we have the support. And that's what it counts a lot. So I think the support system that you guys are implementing, it helps and it makes things easier. It's 24/7, so which is great. I think there's a great feedback on that point. Other than the app is very easy to use, But having that support, I think it gives you a little bit of relief in that sense. For us as an administrators, they are on call. We're not on call. I used to be on call when other providers were on call. So
So you had to troubleshoot things on your own
yeah.
probably in the past.
Yeah, I'll call the on-call service. Hey, what happened? Why this patient? Because they didn't do it right. They transferred the wrong call. They transferred this, or they just didn't do things right. So the providers used to call me. They were upset, and then I had to call the on-call service because things were not going the best way. And then sometimes they would not answer. Or, oh, because the manager is not here, that we cannot do anything, call tomorrow during business hours only. What, so that, like I said, is different.
As far as the metrics you have to track or the data you have to track for the company or where you're working with Soma Medical Center, what are things that are most important to you there?
So with the metrics, the thing for us, one, having the answering service that is compliant and that we don't lose track, it helps us a lot with the insurances. Because even now, the insurances here are calling to see if we do have the service. They're calling to see if we are compliant, if we are calling the patients back within 15 minutes, how long it's taking the message to get into you guys and for you to be sent to us. So we have seen that the time is short, and that also give us another standard with the health insurances. So I feel like that it has helped a lot on that sense, on the metrics, like you're saying, or the things that we have to be compliant with insurances.
Yeah, because you get reimbursed for that, I would think. So
Yes.
that's important for sure. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to share about PerfectServe?
We manage all the offices. We don't have any issues or anything with the app, and the support system that you guys have is great.